Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. We'll try this again. It's William back here on reaching your highest self. Reaching your highest self. And I've got Lord Metatron with me here today. And the energy has been incredibly intense. A lot of people have been telling me that this thing called Mercury is in retrograde now. So there's a lot of fascinating things happening in time, space, and matter. But reaching your highest self is what we wanted to get a grasp of. Reaching your highest self. And I welcome everybody back. So the process of reaching your highest self and understanding exactly what that is, like I said, it is pretty powerful. We are at a very incredibly potent time in human consciousness. You have at your disposal right now all of the available energy to elevate yourself out of the subjectivity to matter. To elevate yourself out of the subjectivity to matter. In order to do that, it's important that you begin to discover what is your highest self. Who is your highest self? It's not who you think you are. It's not your body. It's not this world. Who you are is an awareness. You are an awareness. Understand that when we say that you are awareness, it means that you are awareness. You are able to be aware and comprehend all things in consciousness when you are not localized by your attention into your physical body or your thought realm, the world of thoughts. When you are able to differentiate yourself from your body and your mind as an awareness, this does not mean that you lose your identity of being aware, but you do lose the localized attachment to the identity of who you think you are. For who you think you are is not the awareness that is who you are. And the highest self that is you, the highest self that is you, relative to this creative process of matter, thought, time, and space, is awareness. As awareness, you have the capability, the understanding, and the knowledge of all things and how they interrelate into the present moment. In order to enable yourself to access this knowledge, which many of you will call the Akashic Record, the secret places of infinite wisdom and knowledge. As an awareness, they are not so secret from you when you understand how to open yourself to that which is already present with you as you are. Getting your awareness aware of yourself being the awareness is a fairly simple process, but the doing of the process is where challenge and effort seem to slow many of you down. The idea that you can look at your hand and open and close your hand clearly indicates that you have control over this matter. Also, in your thoughts, in the process of your thoughts, you are in a position to differentiate between those thoughts and the awareness that you are as the awareness. And can you, in that perspective of observing your thoughts, can you, in that perspective of observing your body, become aware that as the awareness observing that you are something very different than thought or body? And what then, as the awareness, are you connected to? And from that perspective, you are connected to whatever it is you choose to place your awareness upon. But most of you have been conditioned to repeatedly place your awareness on this mind and this body as if it is you exclusively. You have basically put cosmic blinders over your spiritual eye and have limited your eye to seeing just this one thing, one aspect of an infinite spectrum of what you are. And there are simple things that you can do, very simple things you can do. Very simple things you can do. Please understand, even in the assertion of your breath over your body. Yes, I know. Sorry, Metatron, his energy is just so intense today. Like literally, my whole body's been this is how my body's felt on the inside with his presence and the intensity that all of these beings are coming through to us. Like there's a level of intensity now to wake us up from being caught in this realm, exclusively in this realm. We are in this realm expressing through physical bodies. We are in this realm using and creating and changing and editing, deleting thoughts in our mind and creating experiences with our energy, which is emotion. Our emotions are energy, right? And we are so caught up in this being the only point of creation that we've literally excluded ourselves from infinite opportunities of knowledge and information being drawn into this reality so that we can create something that matches more fully and completely who we are as a being, as an infinite extension of divine light, or love, or spirit, or consciousness, or energy. Yes, so the process then of so he's saying the minute you assert authority over your breath, you're exhibiting a divine power. When you can stop and deliberately make your body breathe, that is your awareness. You as an awareness, not as a mind-body. You as an awareness asserting energy, authority over the body, just by making it breathe. He says the same thing is true for thoughts. You may assert your awareness over your thoughts so that they do not happen automatically nor randomly, that they only happen with your permission, the permission of your awareness. And this can only occur when you are the awareness, when you can be aware, oh, there's a thought, that's not a thought I wish to think, that's not an idea I wish to experience. And only from the perspective of being what you are as awareness can you change that which is in either mind or body or in this matter world, this world of the material in which you find yourself experiencing reality as a localized point of experience. So that's pretty fascinating when you think about it. So he's also saying reaching your highest self requires simple steps of making the distinction, and young children are constantly recognizing that distinction, that this is not who I am. You watch young children, they are recognizing, they realize that that is not who I am. And they're exploring, what is this that I am in? And then the parents come along and say, that is your hand, that is your foot, those are your eyes. And now the child becomes indoctrinated into believing that these are what he is or she is. When that is a hand that your body has. Those are eyes that you use to see in this world with. That is a foot that you use that body to walk that body around in. Training yourself to become aware that the body is not who you are, but the mechanism through which you are expressing in this material world is really important here. Similarly, in the realm of your thoughts, the same process is true. I have this thought. You heard that thought on television, but that thought is not you. So-and-so said that, but that thought that they said that is not you. You read that book, and those thoughts in that book, they are not you, but they are ideas, information, but they are not you. Those thoughts are not you. They are information that you use to create ideas and information that generate energy in the form of emotion that causes physical realities to unfold in time and space, so that when you use your thoughts and when you put those thoughts to your body is inclined to act in very precise ways, providing the energy of emotion is present with those thoughts. And now you are deliberately creating with thought and body from the perspective of awareness. Your highest self, as I am speaking of it today, is that point of awareness that you are right now. You are this awareness. That from that perspective, you can sense and feel the space of the planet. You can sense and feel the endless space in space. You can sense and feel the distances between the celestial bodies in the material world, the things that you call the sun and the moon, the planets, the stars, the galaxies. You can allow your awareness can sense all that. Only your awareness can sense all that. Your mind and body is so localized to time and space that it cannot. It cannot sense anything outside the immediacy of its senses. Only you can do that. Only you can do that. Be aware of that which is beyond the perceptual senses of the body. And from that relative position, that is your highest self in this realm. When you understand that you are not this form, when you understand that you are not the thoughts, that you are the governor of them, the master of the house, if you like, you place yourself into the position of creation as the creator of expression and experience in time and space. And those of you that recognize this, that can see beyond what the world is telling you is real or is false, are those of you that are the greatest creators in this world, that achieve the most, that have the greatest impact. For you recognize that these thoughts are not me. This body's not who I am. These are instruments that I use, and I delight in the expression of my energy through them. And the joy is not what you get from the senses of your body, but the joy that you should be getting is the joy of your expression through the body creatively into time and space. And this is your highest self in motion, in time and space, creating outside of thoughts and ideas and information that are localized to this world exclusively. The idea of flight, the idea of going to the stars, the idea that you can walk across a bed of coals, the idea that you can sleep on a bed of nails. These are all outside of what is normal for most of you. Chewing and swallowing glass. These are ideas that are outside of most of your believability, but it is not outside the believability of those who are awakened to know that the mind and body are instruments that we use. We are not used by them, we use them. And so you need to come to this awareness that to not be used by this anymore, to become the architect of your thought, to become the architect of what this body does, to allow the materials that you need in this body to make it optimal. Living, vibrant food, maintaining this vehicle that you have for a limited time in this physical dimension. Learning how to maintain it like you would your car or your home or your wardrobe. You must learn to do this with your form, but many of you are still eating these fast foods, and many of you are still putting things into your mechanism that make it very difficult for you as an awareness to enjoy the journey that you're on. So simply begin the process of observing your thoughts and recognizing that some thoughts you like and some thoughts you do not like. And the thoughts you do not like, you should not keep in your mind. Let them go. And then there's things that you want to put in your body that make it go properly. Two simple things. Yes. I would add to that too, that learning to ground your energy, like literally your body needs your body's an electrical instrument, right? It runs on electricity. You need to make certain you're properly hydrating your body. 90% of the people on the planet are dehydrated and don't even know it. 90%. He says it's actually higher than 90%. Most of the people on the planet are chronically dehydrated or dehydrated to some degree and don't even know it. And their bodies are stressed about that. Your body knows what it needs. So it will do anything to try and maintain its balance, its equilibrium, including sending you out to giving you inclination to go and drink caffeine, which is an artificial stimulant, which gives the body a sense of feeling proper levels of energy. Caffeine, stop drinking coffee. It's the most horrible addiction on the planet. And so many people do it. Caffeine dehydrates you. It's diuretic. It accelerates your heart rate. It does all kinds of things for you that will not support and sustain your expression as your higher self here. You have to have a good body to express what it is you want to express here. Get away from caffeine, get away from processed foods, get away from processed sugars. These things are dangerous for your body. But your body, in its desperation to try and stay hydrated, will drink that coffee instead of water, or it will go after alcohol. It will find some way to drink that you will allow it to. And when you get the body addicted to caffeine and alcohol, then it thinks that's where it's going to get its energy from. And then when you rehydrate it properly over a period of time, your urges for caffeine and alcohol go away. And then the body starts to assume a natural, normal, healthy metabolic process just by being properly hydrated. Then you want to start putting decent food in your body. You know, I can't believe this. People walking down the street still filling McDonald's restaurants up. You know, and I look at how they look coming out and going in, and I'm thinking, my gosh, no wonder people are unhappy. No wonder people can't think for themselves. Their bodies are so poisoned and so plugged up with fats and toxins and processed stuff. And yet we give them this great grand opportunity where restaurants are being closed down to avoid the spread of COVID. It's a great opportunity to stop eating fast food. Stop it. Just stop. Liberate your body from that suffering. So once you start getting the body aligned, you can do this through grounding. Go out and hold a tree. Get your body electrically reharmonized to the earth. Yes, I know. Okay, I'll go back to that. Getting your body electrically reharmonized to the earth by just going out and walking on the ground or holding a tree. Tree hugging isn't about some mystical weird thing. Tree hugging is an actual connection between your body, electrically between your body, and the electrical potential in the earth. Your body comes from the earth. It was constructed by the matter of this earth. Plants and vegetables and whatever your parents ate constructed your body. So you want to really make certain that you electrically connect the earth, whether it's hugging a tree or sitting on the grass, but go out every day. You should be grounding for 15 to 20 minutes every day just to electrically realign your body. You should be drinking 4 to 6 liters of water a day, depending on your size. If you're a really tiny person, it'd be less. If you're a bigger person like me, it'd be more. But you want to be drinking good, clean water every day and train your body to be hydrated properly. And then when you got the body firing properly, then you want to start running the mind. Listen to what he's saying. He's saying, once you as an awareness can operate your body and maintain it properly, and once you as an awareness can organize and restructure the thoughts in your mind, you'll start to be able to express your highest potential through time and space. You'll be able to bring into time and space that which you came here to offer the world, because each and every one of us came here to offer ourselves as a divine extension of consciousness, of love, of light, through this physical realm, through this body, through this mind. We came here to do that. That was all of our initial intention. And then we got lost in the senses, and then we got lost in incorrect thinking, negative thinking. And we've created a world that represents, the world right now is an exact printout. The world as it is at this moment is an exact printout of the human collective unconsciousness of all thoughts and emotions combined. That's what we're seeing on the world at this moment. An exact printout of our human collective unconscious mental, emotional, and physical energies manifesting the condition as we see it in the world physically as the human realm. And it's time we have to change it, or we go back to another starting point, because there's only two ways you can go. You can either go up or you can go down. Energies, you can't serve two masters. And love and fear do very different things in energy. Love and fear do different things in energy. Okay, I will. So he's saying two simple things you can do. The simplest things that he says we can do are, one, learning to deliberately breathe. He says, especially in times of stress, learning to deliberately breathe, especially in times of stress. Especially in times of stress, learning to deliberately breathe. That is an assertion of your soul over your body, because your body in and of itself won't do that. If your body's in a state of anxiety or fear, it will just do what it's programmed to do genetically by past experience. But the minute you start breathing your body, you're asserting your awareness, your soul energy over matter. And the body begins to change instantaneously. Do that right now. For those of you that are watching and have been doubt about this, take a slow, deep breath right now. hold the breath for a few moments, and then exhale. And feel the change in your body energy. You can do the same thing and do the same thing over and over again. Whenever there's a lot of stress going on, keep doing it and the stress will pass. Just continue that breathing until the stress passes. It will pass. And then the second thing he says that you can do very easily is to watch your thoughts. And anytime a thought that's negative comes to your mind, he's saying, just say no to it. Literally, he says, just say no to it. When a negative thought, go no. And if it persists, no. 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 You got to program your mind. Your mind has been programmed. Most of your minds have been programmed by the world. So you have to program it yourself to be what you need it to be. So when you get negative thoughts coming, just do it. Yeah, okay, I got it. So that simple statement, no. When a negative thought comes up, no. 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 And you keep that until it stops. Then like the breathing, okay. So he says, and the next thing you could do is then you want to combine your breathing with that thought. So when you have a negative thought coming up and you're saying no to it, use your breath. No. If the thought comes back or the stress comes back, no. And you can continue that process until the mind and body are now become subjective, or they surrender to your awareness. Remember, your body and mind are like an animal, really, that have to be trained by you or retrained by you, because the world has trained most of our bodies and minds by television, radio, parents, teachers, friends. Most of our minds have been programmed by the outside world, and so the work of reprogramming your mind to be the way you want it to be is a bit of a chore. He's saying if you apply these 3 simple steps, it will be very easy if you stay with them for you to gain the experience. He's saying you need to gain the experience. You need to gain the experience of stilling your body, of quieting your mind from the perspective of awareness. And when you gain that experience, you gain knowing. You come to the place of knowing that you are not the thoughts. You are not the body. And this is where free will is born. Your free will is born in the moment where you become the awareness, no longer subjective to your thoughts or your body, but consciously able to select and choose thoughts that ennoble both your mind and your body. So I just had Master Jesus come in saying, it's important you understand the meaning of the temple, that this is your temple, and that it's important that what you allow in the temple be equally of great value as you yourself are in the eyes of your Creator. The beautiful you that you are, let only that in your house, that which serves and pleases the house. Thank you. That's amazing. Thank you, brother. That place in consciousness. Let's go into some questions and answers about this, reaching your highest self. It is a delightful journey when you engage in it. Again, I'm going to pull up another device here so I can observe the questions and answers coming up. Question that just came up from Blaine. If emotion is the 5th state of energy, I'm still learning how to work this device properly. Okay, I'm going to try and bring up another device so I can actually see your questions properly. Oh, there we go. Where does feeling, if emotions are the 5th state of energy, where do feelings rank? You as awareness, as a vibration of awareness, you are feelings. You as a feeling organize emotions, which organizes thought and matter. You are the director of emotion as awareness. What you are is a vibration, an extension of divine intention. Cool, I like that. There we go. I'm just going to open this up, turn that off. There we go. Let's see what we got going here question-wise, if I can see them a little easier here. Give me a moment. Got it. Okay, so now I can see the questions a lot clearer. Everybody, hi everybody, and welcome to today. Thank you so much for walking through this journey with William. This journey with William on learning and understanding three-dimensional things that are new to him. Yeah, they keep telling me to walk into the stuff that I don't understand, that I'm actually free from that perspective. Okay, so questions. Hello, Lysandra, Minaj, Patricia, Allison. Wonderful. Yeah, look at all the people from all over the world, Africa, Europe, America. Wow, it's lovely. Okay, I'm going to see what sort of questions we have here. Wow. Yeah, we got that. Question from Nicole. Any messages from Metatron for me? He's showing me a hand. He's showing me this. He's saying, sit. He's saying, sit in this. In this, and it's not what you're seeing. Is not just a pyramid. It is also like, if you could make this three-dimensional, where it goes. It's like a pyramid, but it's an actual pyramid structure to sit in this. Right, to sit in this structure in your meditation. So it's kind of like, if you could imagine being in the middle of one of the great pyramids. It's kind of like that kind of energy. But he's saying it's a vibrational construct. He's saying I can place the energy down through you, but to sit and feel the light and the matrix of this energy, so that you can integrate this into your physical realm, the anchors that allow you to express the meaning of this in matter, that allow you to express the meaning of that in matter. So whatever that is for you. Cool. Wow. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Whew. That energy is really intense. Question from Minaj. I had requested my dad and Jesus to give me a gift on my last birthday, but nothing happened on my birthday. Could you please ask those guys what happened? They're saying it did not happen on the outside of you. It happened within you. You tend to look for us in this world, but we are not in this world as you are. It is within you that you felt our presence. Not around you that you should have looked for signs of us. For we are with you always. Are you willing to hear and feel us in here? Not simply in the world around you, but in you. Within you. Yes. Okay. They're saying that. Go back to the position of awareness. Again, meditation is so important. People don't realize putting your body in a chair, sitting it down, getting the body and the mind quiet is one of the ways you learn to get out of them, get detached from being localized to this. You are not just this body-mind. Go into your meditation and really work on letting go of your attachment to mind-body so you can experience the things that are beyond what it knows. If you have your head stuck in a book, where's a good book to get my head stuck into? This is a good book. Of course, this is a good book to get my head stuck in. So you got your head, this is a great book. I recommend it for everybody. Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza. So you got your head in a book, which is your mind and body. This is your mind and body. You're stuck in your mind and body. If you don't get out of the book, out of your mind and body, you're stuck in them. So meditation gets you out of this book, this identity. You want to learn that process of quieting your mind and body so that you can step out of them and start to hear and know that which is beyond them. Most of you don't. You have a sense of it. You're aware there's these other realms. We know this. You're aware of us. You know it exists, but to know that you know, not just as a theoretical process or possibility, leave your mind and body alone for a little while put them down in a chair, quiet them up, and move around and listen. We're all around you. We're all around you all the time. And it's really true, too. Wonderful. Wow. Wonderful. Whew. Question from Lauren. Does Metatron have any specific message for me today? He wants me to tell you that there's somebody going to cross your path later today that needs what you know. Be mindful, it might not appear as what you think, but they will cross your path today. It is, I get that it's a mail from him, but he's saying specifically, there's someone about to cross your path. It'll be later today that will need what you know. Cool. Thank you for that question, Lauren. Question from Drusilla. Any messages for me? Wow. I get Master Jesus coming in very strong, and he's saying, be gentler of thought, of your mind and your body. Be gentler of thought. He's showing me a picture. I don't know what you call this thing, but it's like I'll think of it as a feather. He's like a feather touch in your thoughts about your mind and body, like really gentle, something so fine, almost like the tip of a. I don't know if you've ever seen pussy. I'm trying to describe the sensation of the energy he's communicating. It's like, remember these things called pussy willows on the very fine hairs? Imagine those very fine hairs just gently. He's saying, be like that towards in thought and body. Be like that towards thought and body. That's really cool. Thank you. Lysandra, I've been seeing black shadows in the corner of my eye. Who or what does that mean? You've got somebody trying to connect with you. It's really important you understand that. There's somebody that wants to really connect with you. And your brain and your body are interpreting that as something that it's not. They're saying that the light behind that shadow is what you are trying to connect to. That light is trying to connect to you, but your mind and body have beliefs about it that restrict you from seeing what it actually is. So it's like you're going down a set of stairs in your house, and it's a pitch black basement, and the light switches down the bottom of the stairs, and you have this little thought in your mind, what if somebody's down there? And now you got to walk down the stairs, and even though you know nobody's in the house, you know there's nobody there, intellectually you know there's nobody there, but you have that silly thought, and all of a sudden you're going down the stairs, and you get to a point where you might run down the stairs to turn the light on and make sure nobody's there, even though you know nobody's there. The minute you formulate an idea in your mind that something is wrong, or what is that, or any form of fear attached to it, your system will block you from perceiving what is really there. So the next time you pick up those beings, I get there's two, one guardian angel and one archangel that want to connect to you that are behind that shadow energy that you're seeing. So in your meditation, sit down, sense the presence of the shadow, because that's what your mind and body have it referenced as, and then put your attention beyond the shadow. Feel what's on the other side of the shadow, and allow that experience. And then please come back and leave a comment in this video under the video at the end of the live stream. Thank you. Great question. Just scrolling down here. Wonderful. Do my guides, Carolyn's asking, do my guides have any message for me today? Thank you. It's a really fascinating thing. They do, yes, absolutely. They always have information for us if we're open to listening. When we can get out of our minds That's when we start to actually hear what's not in our mind. People are looking for answers out of what they know, but use what they know to try and find the answers that they don't know. You cannot find what you do not know from what you already know in your mind. It's impossible. You cannot get what you don't know from what you do know. You can only get what you don't know from what you don't know. So learn, all of you, like take the time to learn, to sit your body down, quiet your mind, quiet your body. Learn to be aware outside of what you think you know. Move beyond your senses and begin to sense and feel the presence of the beings that are working with all of us right now. We have to become aware of them. But your message is quite simple. Listen. Listen. Clairvoyant. Right. Clairaudience. You're stronger in clairaudience, Carolyn. You need to get your mind quiet, your body quiet, and listen to us. Listen to us, not with these ears. Not with these ears. When you have heard us, you will know, because we will give you something in the world that represents what it is when you have connected with us. And I'm reinterpreting that to mean when you sense or feel or hear them, you sense a sound or a vibrational frequency, a high-pitched ring. When you actually tune in and acknowledge their energy, they'll affect a change in time-space that will let you know that you've connected to them. Because this isn't about just getting information outside of yourself when it is within you to know the truth. It's within you to know and discover the truth, the information, the ideas, and to build a relationship with your guardian angels, your guides, the ascended beings that work with all of us. It has to be done consciously and deliberately, and you can't learn it from what you already know. Everybody tries to do that. Oh, thank you, Patricia. I really appreciate that. Yeah, if you're enjoying the messages here, please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, share this information out. It's so important. People don't realize that we are at a time of ascension. We are in a time of ascension. What does that mean? It means that we are now elevating our awareness out of being lost in matter. We're elevating our awareness out of being lost in matter so that we, as awareness, can reorganize this world in a higher image and expression of consciousness than the material experience of reality allows us to. We now can bring these higher understandings and knowledge and principles of consciousness and energy and experience into time-space. To do and live and be differently. To experience reality in a broader spectrum. I mean, look at Elon Musk taking us outside of the familiar. I love it. Isn't that amazing? Taking us into a space of expression beyond what we know. That's amazing. And there are others doing it, lots of others now. He's just one. You know, you got Jeff Bezos showing that there's a place beyond what you know, beyond what your mind can conceive of. And you can't get to what is beyond what you know unless you learn how to let it go. And you learn how to let it go by training your mind and body to be quiet so that you as an awareness can begin to hear and see and feel and know what is beyond what you already think you know. Really fascinating stuff. Yeah, everyone needs to understand that that's the time of ascension, getting to that place. I'm going to address this question. Very often I feel a vibration on the left side of my head or face. What or who is it? Bogumila, I get, yes, I get there's two, not one, there's two. I get Master Jesus is trying to get you to keep your attention in one way. Do not get distracted. But there's another too. I don't know this one. And it's female. And she says, it is time. You stay on your path. Stay on your path. And stay on it with love. She says to tell you to wake up and smile for each day is new to you now. You are going up the mountainside. I don't know what she means by that, other than you're going up higher in consciousness, I would say. Wake up and smile. I love that. That's beautiful. Thank you for that question, Bogimela. Wow. Oh, you're welcome, Carolyn. Yeah. Question from Lauren. What did the dream of Elon Musk wearing a gold ring that said oil gold on it? Hillary Clinton was in cohorts with him. Again, I'm not here to interpret dreams, and nor are they, but we will say this. We will say this, that when you learn to separate your awareness from your darkness, from the old self, there will be nothing but good in your life. It is hard to reconcile joy with fear. You cannot. You cannot reconcile opposites. You cannot serve two masters. Follow the path of love, not the path of fear. Cool. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate that. Wow. Well, guys, this seems to have been much more effective. I love it. Thank you so much for your time, your patience, your energy. It's always appreciated. And I'll see you tomorrow on Supernatural Saturday at 11:30, where we do a meditation, and the meditation will be on taking the first steps to becoming your highest self. Taking the first steps to becoming your highest self. And again, I want to thank everybody for your questions. If you want to support my channel and the messages that we bring through here, you can do so through my Patreon account. The link is at the bottom of any of my videos for Patreon. You can also go to PayPal. My PayPal link's there too if you want to offer donations to support this channel and these messages. Also, whenever you come live, you can use the super chats. When you make comments, there's a little dollar symbol below the comments. You can easily click on those and make a small donation this way as well. I want to thank everybody for your time, your energy, your patience, your persistence, your desire to see a better manifestation of life on the world than we've created collectively as a species. Because that's what this time is about, literally being able to manifest a deliberate, higher vibrational expression of consciousness in time, space, and matter. So I want to say much love to everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day.